Hi guys, this is Omar Ghanem, CEO and co-founder of Ulite, and I'm here today to talk to you about my $1 million pitch. In 2018, Ulite was part of the Accelerator program, and we made it to the final stage at the UN. So today, I just want to talk to you about some simple tips to make sure that your pitch is UN word. First off, introduction is the most important part of your pitch. It only takes around 30 seconds for a judge, an expert, a mentor, or whoever in the audience to make a judgment about you or your startup. So it's very important for you in those 30 seconds to make a first impression.
This is what 1.2 billion people in the world see when the sun goes down. And that is exactly the reason why we're here today. I'd like to introduce you all to Ulite, a simple, affordable, and reliable source of electricity.
Second of all, it's very important to know your structure throughout. So make sure that you have your problem statement, your solution, your impact, your business model, and just overall why you deserve to win that $1 million prize. When talking about your problem, solution, impact, or whatever it is, make sure that your statements are very simple and well structured. Don't confuse the audience. Make sure that you're talking about certain numbers and go right into it. Next up, make sure that you're very confident on the stage. For a lot of people, it's quite different. For me personally, it's all about being relaxed and confident when I'm getting on the stage. But for you, you might have your own rituals and routines. So make sure that you do those right before getting on the stage. Quick tip. It really helps to not memorize your script. I know that works for a lot of you, but for others, it might just make your life so much harder, especially when you reach the accelerator stage. So a piece of advice from me to you, make sure that you're just comfortable with the content of your pitch, but be flexible when it comes to the actual pitch itself. Take a look at the slide, remember what you're talking about, and then deliver it. And that helps you boost your confidence on stage as well. Tone is also very, very important. The way that you change the tone of your voice while pitching can add a bit of a dramatic effect to your overall pitch structure. So make sure that you exercise tone the way that you want to send your messages to the audience.
Hours of valuable productivity are lost every single day, and kerosene, the most widespread solution in the market, is a leading cause of lung cancer and leukemia.
Body language is also a very key factor. When you're talking about how much impact you're going to bring, this movement right here can actually bring your pitch much further than if you're just standing up straight and talking like this. So make sure that you're very comfortable and flexible and that your body language expresses exactly what you want to say. Next up, when you're talking about your traction or your problem or solution, always make sure that you quantify it, because that could pretty much change where your pitch is headed. It could either be a standard pitch at a university competition, or it could be a straight up VC $1 million pitch. When it comes to your pitch deck, make sure that it's super clean and simple. You want the audience to focus on you and what you have to say. The stuff at the back on your pitch deck is just to show them what you're emphasizing. So use big numbers, simple terms, keywords. Don't overcrowd it with bullet points or sentences or any of that stuff. Another piece of advice, when you're designing your slides for the pitch deck, make sure that you're following the rule of threes. For example, if you're talking about a problem, mention 3 consequences of the problem. If you're talking about the solution, mention 3 reasons why it's the best solution. If you're talking about your impact, make sure that you're talking about, your impact on the environment, the economy, or the lives of others. Overall, just make sure that you're following this rule of threes throughout your pitch, because it makes it so much more concise, clear, but also well-rounded. The second most important part of your pitch is the ending. It's the last takeaway that judges have from you right before the Q&A. And it's also your last chance to really say something or highlight an aspect of your overall company, pitch, or journey. So make sure that your ending is as solid as your intro. You could even go full circle, where you start talking about your company and end up going to the exact same slide about your company. Overall, just make sure that you close on a good note.
We aspire to become the world leader for human-powered innovation, and we need you to make this possible. Ulite is more than just a product. It is a movement towards liberation as we empower millions of people to put their own fate, quite literally, in their own hands.
Q&A is also a very important part of your pitch, especially at the Halt Prize. So make sure that your teammates have designated responsibilities and roles to answer specific questions. For example, one of your teammates could be handling financials while you handle the tech questions. So make sure that you have an appendix filled with slides that basically back up your Q&A answers. And also, quick tip, you might want to lead on some questions throughout your pitch. For example, you could tease a piece of information or maybe completely neglect another bit of information, because then you're prepared for the question that's going to come out in the Q&A. Always remember the 3 C's of pitching: content, clarity, and confidence. Those 3 are very integral to any pitch. So make sure that your content is solid, you have all the substance that you need throughout your pitch deck, that you're very clear, whether it's in the pitch deck design or the way that you're delivering your pitch, and that you're confident while you're pitching, because that bit of confidence could really differentiate you from the rest of the competition. Also, remember that the stage you're in is not the final stage. You could always continue going. Your business is your business, regardless of whether you win or not. So make sure that if you really believe in what you're doing, you keep going regardless. I hope this was useful to you, and make sure that you check out the rest of the training videos and resources available by the Halt Prize team. Shameless plug. And here's the link to our video below. Peace.
See you in the next video.
Of Ulite, and I'm here today to talk to you about my $1. $1. My man, 1 million.